I would imagine that a lot of police agencies are going to be on wild goose chases that stem from AI videos. And there was even one on the news. A woman in West Palm Beach was talking about how a stranger showed her a video of her truck being stolen from her home. Said, hey, hop in, let's go get him. And she's like, wait a minute, this just seems weird and suspicious. And she believes it was an AI-generated video that showed her actual truck from her actual home being stolen. Here she is telling the news about it.
Here inside this Home Depot on Palm Beach Lakes, where Melanie Valentine says a man rushed up to her, showed her a video of her truck being stolen, then tried to lure her away. And she almost believed him. Melanie says she had been inside the store Friday, October 17th around 10 p.m. for just about 5 minutes when a man in his 20s approached, showing her a realistic video of her husband's truck being driven away from the lot. She says he told her, come get in the car with me. We'll go catch them. Melanie's instincts kicked in. She called police while her neighbor checked on the truck and was surprised to see it hadn't moved and clearly wasn't stolen. Melanie believes the video was AI generated, and what scares her the most, she has no idea why the stranger targeted her or what he wanted.
It was really scary because, you know, you start to think about all of the things that could have possibly happened. Maybe they would have, you know, ambushed me when I was getting out of the truck if I had been by myself.
So the thing about that is if they approached her at Home Depot, her truck is at home, they obviously must have been trailing her.
Yes. Was her truck at home or was it in the parking lot?
That's the question I didn't know, because they showed a black truck, and I was trying to figure out exactly how they wound up doing it. Maybe they'd said, yeah, from the parking lot it was driven away, so follow me and we'll go get after them.
Yeah, I think it was her husband's truck, and they said, let's go. I saw it happen.
So they maybe took somehow they took a photo of the truck, and then the AI was able to create a video of it driving away from that Home Depot specifically?
I think they can do that pretty quickly.
Yeah, they
It's a thing. There's that app that you were talking about where the woman was saying, oh, there's a man in the house. It's a template.
Yeah.
You can insert a truck, you can insert a background of the Home Depot, and you can create the truck driving away.
We've gotten quite clever as a species, and I'm not sure that's a great thing.
Well, the thing about this scam is what person in their right mind is going to hop into a stranger's truck or vehicle to go and chase down somebody that possibly has stolen their car? At that point, you're like,
Kevin,
you say that.
People will absolutely do that.
People should not do that.
They should not do that.
No, but they will, though.
But think about it.
Don't trust a stranger to drive you down to do that. Yeah, hopefully
people can be tricked.
Yes.
But hopefully something goes off in your mind. Do not get in strangers' vehicles.
No, but I hear what you're saying, and your message is right, but to act like a lot of people would not get in a car, it would happen.
Yeah,
they absolutely happen.
Yeah, somebody had texted in. Yeah, the lady said she had called her neighbor. The truck was still sitting in the driveway. Yeah, so that was.
So the truck was back at her house?
Yes. Right. Yeah. So that's why. I thought that.
So they're following her from her house?
That's why I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, I thought it was there. Yeah, not the Home Depot. So yeah, that's where I'm just saying. It sounds like she may have been a mark that they followed all the way to the Home Depot, and that's what's kind of crazy about it.
They did research, and then they made an easy plan.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane and very easy to do.
I mean, if this is actually what happened in this video, but I mean, that people are using that and they're like saying, okay, let's follow somebody from their house. And then when they get to wherever they're going, we'll say their car was just stolen from their house. And
my gosh.
Track them down.
Well, it seems like so much work.
It does.
Well, yeah, but if you're an insane person, guess what you do? You do a lot of work on insanity and love it.
Good Lord.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the lesson, is that AI videos are being created to let people think there are monkeys running around town and that your trucks are being jacked out of your driveway at your house.
The police did not play with the one woman who said there's a homeless guy on my couch.
That's a viral TikTok sensation.
Yeah, well, guess what? You are stupid if you do that.
It's a template. It's a whole thing. People are doing it right and left.
If you ever did that to me,
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Not you. I'm saying the universal you.
Okay.
I mean, just, what a great laugh that was, babe. You made me think you're getting kidnapped and there's a homeless guy in our house.
Yeah. Well,
the cops weren't laughing.
They arrested her.
Damn.
I think if nothing else, 2 notes. 1, never get into a stranger's vehicle. Like we shouldn't have to tell you. But 2, just if somebody presents a video to you, You got to really watch and make sure, and you can't really believe the videos that you see. I had seen something on how to try to determine when something is an AI video, and it's tough. Sometimes the programs have watermarks or floating watermarks that go across the video, but sometimes they can edit those watermarks out. And then they said the only other way really is you have to go into the metadata. I'm like, if you're in a parking lot, somebody's showing you a video on their phone, how are you going into the metadata to see if it's AI or not? Yeah, and that's really about it. So for the naked eyes, without doing a computer analysis on it, you right now can't tell if it's AI or real.
And just know they followed this chick from her house to Home Depot and then went up to her at Home Depot. So they're watching you when you leave your house.
But she was smart. She worked through it, didn't get in their vehicle, and then called her neighbor and confirmed that her truck was still there and knew it was a scam. But that's what they're doing now, and that's in West Palm Beach. So just a big old heads up.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, Jbird, how exciting is this? We could be days away from Kim Kardashian, attorney at law.
All right.
I put these stories in here just to fire you up.
I got nothing, Kev.
He's so done.
I'm more focused on trying to get the right breakfast. I can't get mad about this.
Well, the good news, if she became an attorney, it would mean no more keeping up with the Kardashians. And she says that she will likely make this change in her life in only 10 years.
Yeah. What? Again, objection, Your Honor. Yeah, they're not going to cover this. Get out of here.
She sat down with Graham Norton and talked all the details and said, she passed the baby bar. She's just waiting for the results, and she's confident that the exam that she took in July will give her the passing score she needed to pass the real bar. And she'll follow in the footsteps of her father, Robert Kardashian, who you remember famously got OJ not guilty for murder.
What got Kim Kardashian famous?
Probably the tape.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
That's it.
Oh, you were just asking like a...
Yeah, like a jerk.
In other news, did you see Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are certainly diving headfirst into public appearances together? We told you last week they were spotted together. Now, this week they were spotted again together. They apparently were out Saturday night in Paris. It was her birthday. They look very cozy. Also snuggled up, going to restaurants, going to the theater. I mean, this is a full-on hottie relationship. They're both hot.
Yeah, they are attractive people.
They're very attractive.
And they don't look bad together. Which is kind of an odd, they come from two different worlds that, just feels odd.
What do they talk about, though? That's what I was like, do they talk about stuff or do they just bang?
I always think about that with really famous people. Do they talk about things going, I really love a cheese pizza with extra sauce tonight? I mean, how do they interact with
Do they talk about politics? Because he's all politics, right? Like, that's where he came from. Does he ever look at her and go, babe, you shouldn't have gone to space? Like, what do they talk about?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea.
Maybe they don't talk much. It's the beginning of the relationship. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, talking about talking, are apparently talking again. Sources say they have been spending a lot of time together. They are co-parenting a baby, and they are not leaning into making their relationship status clear, but he has been spending a lot of time at her place with her and the baby. So they very well may be back together again.
Really?
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Okay.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, you have beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Well, Looks like the Jonas Brothers had a very successful night Friday at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. People were absolutely loving the Jonas Brothers on stage. I saw them on the World Series Saturday night. So they must have left from Miami and went to Toronto.
Oh, wow.
To do a gig there. And then I assume at least Joe Jonas, he's coming back because DNCE, his other side project, is playing Bayfront Park Amphitheater in Miami on Friday.
I mean, that is some back and forth and back and forth.
Life on the road, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got some new music out there. Selena Gomez has got a new track called In the Dark.
My only knock is I don't think it's produced enough.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you marry a producer.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Okay, so who do you need to call out today and for what? Now, this is probably the biggest call out that you could get. And we've been going through a little bit the posthumous memoir of Virginia Giuffre, originally a girl from Royal Palm Beach who wound up, unfortunately, with Jeffrey Epstein, the Prince Andrew. You've seen her name and face all over TV. And as we kind of go through this memoir that is there have been some details that have come out of it. Now, can they be proven? I don't know. But one of those details says that Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted sex trafficker who abused Virginia Giuffre, apparently once had bragged that she had performed an act on George Clooney during a party.
But people like that cannot be trusted. She's a shady individual who probably says all kinds of shady things to influence young girls to get them to do the same thing that she's saying she did. Oh, yeah, you should definitely do this act because if you do this act in my circles, maybe one day you'll get to do it to George Clooney.
Maybe.
So don't believe it is what you're saying.
Don't believe it.
Well,
I don't believe it because it came from
source.
I believe Virginia. I don't believe Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have not heard any connection at all with George Clooney and any of this stuff yet. It didn't seem like he was in the circles. Now, that would be really the first that I've heard. That's why I think if there's any kind of story, it's like, okay, does he have any other previous connection, or does this seem like a Hail Mary that is out of left field that he would never be associated with those people?
But, okay, let me ask you this, though. Was it an illegal act that happened?
No.
Okay,
if it's two consenting adults.
Well, then if it's not an illegal act, at that point you just go...
All I think it does is it throws him into the circle of conversation.
Which he don't want to be.
No. You don't want to be in this circle. You don't want to be associated at all with anything happening in this story.
But these kind of people, they lie about who they know and who they...
Yeah. Right.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And they lie about it because they know that they can influence you more if you think that they are hooking up with George Clooney. That's impressive, especially to a young girl that you're trying to manipulate mentally.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Likely that's what it is.
Hopefully Prince Andrew was the biggest celebrity. I think the rest of them were probably just rich, creepy, disgusting guys.
Yeah, as we kind of went over there's a few, including a former Israeli prime minister. It's kind of a big fish.
That's a problem.
That's a big name.
I just think that there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood, and I think they don't live like regular people, and I think weird stuff happens.
Because, see, I've never before heard George Clooney seems like he's always been very button up. Do you ever remember stories of him acting a fool or doing anything out in public or any kind of stories about him?
He got politically involved in stuff. And when you get vocal and as political as he got very vocal and political, that's going to put a major target, whether you're on the right or on the left.
But were there salacious stories that came
doesn't
out
matter.
No, I'm just asking how. That's where I didn't hear. I have never heard anything salacious about Clooney. Have you? I mean, I know he's obviously politically involved, but has there been any kind of? This would be the first.
Well, that's why you might possibly hear certain stories come out.
Yeah, somebody just trying to frame him, possibly.
Or, I mean, just, speak. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Now, somebody else is doing a call him out here. They came home from work and were very excited to see a burrito box from their favorite restaurant. Got very excited. Opened the box to enjoy the burrito and notice it was 3/4 of the way gone.
That wasn't for you. That was somebody's takeout.
They asked their partner and they said, oh, yeah, I went there for lunch. And they said, well, why didn't you bring me a whole burrito? Be like, I don't know. I thought this would be good enough.
Oh.
How do you feel if somebody brings you a quarter of a burrito from your favorite place thinking you were getting a whole?
Brokenhearted.
Yeah, that person wasn't thinking properly. Now, did they mean to slight you? I don't think I would read all that into it.
No, but you wanted a burrito.
Yes, and just know that if you're going to go to your partner's favorite restaurant and you're going to tell them you're bringing home a little something and you're going to leave the burrito box on the table, it better have a full burrito in it. Not a quarter burrito. It's not even a half. That's just mental torture at that point. And maybe you didn't mean to.
And it really does depend on how that person sold it to you. Did they warm that oven up going, I got something real nice like for you. So you are ginned up. And then you open it up. You're like a quarter burrito.
Even if your partner says, oh, no, I don't want anything, babe. Don't get me anything.
Yeah.
If you go to their favorite restaurant and you bring stuff home and you don't bring something special for them, you're missing an opportunity to be a great partner.
I believe in giving somebody a full meal.
A full meal is awesome. And if someone comes home and they see that burrito box and they open it all excited thinking they got a full burrito and there's a quarter burrito.
Well, and maybe I'm mixing up the story, but in my head when Kevin told that, it sounded like someone goes, I've got something so delicious for you I got you a burrito from your favorite place. So now I'm on the couch with great delight. And
you got me 2 bites of a burrito. Thanks.
The anticipation is going crazy. I start to go numb with excitement.
You got to bring a whole ass burrito home.
And if I'm thinking I'm getting a whole burrito and it's a quarter, what am I, 7?
Lily asked, is it cut with a knife or bite marks? They said bite marks.
Oh my gosh.
Even worse.
I mean, that's actually a message.
And it's
string him up. We are condemning this one.
It's turned into, I thought about you. At least I brought you something. Do people always bring something home for their partner? No. What I did was thoughtful. And that is the argument I'm letting people sound off on right now.
Your leftovers aren't that thoughtful.
Okay.
Dude, bite marks?
Is the half-eaten burrito thoughtful or thoughtless?
Well, I mean, with bite marks, to me, that sends a message. I do not. Oh, I am against divorce.
But just take a note. This is your opportunity to be a great partner. If you go to your spouse's favorite place, just get them a little to go. Get them a little sweet burrito all wrapped up. No bite marks. That would be such a great opportunity for you to get points.
A bite mark tells me you are not taking our marriage seriously.
All you did was give them your scraps like they're the family dog. It's actually more insulting that it had bite marks in it.
I'm not going to lie. This is kind of triggering for me because someone did this to me before where they gave me a bite-marked sandwich thinking I was going to eat it like a junkyard dog. I did eat it, but...
I was mad, but I was happy.
I angrily ate it.
Well, the call him out seems legit because 76% of people said it's thoughtless. Only 24% said it's thoughtful.
Who are the 24%? Show your faces. Let me hear your voice.
There are people that have done that and then tried to pass it off as a thoughtful thing.
You won't call in because you know deep down it's wrong.
If you really want to get points, get them their own meal that you brought home unbitten into, and that's how you score major points with your spouse.
I'm sorry. Bite marks is a legit message sent to you as a partner.
Okay. Some might say that.
I don't even like you enough to knife it.
Exactly.
I'm going to bite into it, put my slippery saliva all over your first bite.
You couldn't even knife it.
You couldn't even knife it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Message sent. Divorce.
Do need to do a positive call him out here today to the Miami Dolphins. I got to tell you, your Mondays are just a lot more enjoyable when the Dolphins have done what you would hope they would be doing all season long. They diced the Atlanta Falcons 34-10. Where that came from, I have no idea.
Were the Falcons all injured?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
I didn't expect this.
That's why they say any given Sunday.
You're right.
Tua was phenomenal, 20-26, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, including this one to Jalen Waddle.
10th play of the drive. Here they come. There he goes, Waddle. Look at him fly. You can kiss him goodbye. Waddle, touchdown. 43-yard strike. Wow.
That is so exciting. Isn't that fun?
We were watching other games, so I missed it. But at the beginning of the game, Panda was like, oh, Tua woke up with pink eye. And I was like, what? He had a big puffy eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that ain't good for the Dolphins. That man played through a pink eye and won?
I know, because some people call in to work and don't show up for 7 days, Kevin.
I know, right?
When they have fake pink eye.
Everybody knows you can take a week off with fake pink eye.
I am going to re-release that documentary. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Virginia faked pink eye. I did a very hard-hitting documentary.
Yes.
It was not fake.
Nobody believes you. Not even yourself.
Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, he did a live stream over the weekend. Makes it sound like he's probably going to be retiring after that gruesome leg injury that he suffered a couple games ago. Here he is talking about his future in the NFL with the Miami Dolphins.
At the end of the day, man, I feel like that decision is all based upon, you know, how I feel and where my mindset is at the moment. Like right now, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with being with my kids. I'm happy with, you know what I'm saying, the career that I've had. And, you know, I love playing football. I love it, man. But it takes a lot. So, like I said, wherever my mind is, I feel like I haven't had time to just live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And just be in the moment with my family. So I just want to be in this moment with my family.
Okay. Kind of sounds like he's enjoying being with the family, kind of chilling at home. And I don't know. I'd say right now, if you had to say one way or the other, he's leaning towards retirement. So he's probably played his last game as a Dolphin, but we'll see when the time comes.
I'm still trying to come down from that whole burrito chomping teeth thing. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, we're starting to put the pieces together of the big jewel heist that happened at the Louvre in Paris last weekend. French prosecutors say that 2 men have been arrested in the $102 million Louvre jewel heist, where the thieves, posing as workers, stole 8 royal pieces in under 8 minutes. Pretty impressive little heist.
Yeah, they were fast, and they went for the big gems.
Yeah, they did. In fact, they say that one of the suspects was caught at the Charles de Gaulle airport en route to Algeria.
Oh, he was trying to get out.
Yeah, he was. The other was identified by DNA. They say the crew used a basket lift to reach a second-floor window, smash display cases, and escape with jewels that once belonged to 19th century queens and empresses. One emerald crown was later found damaged nearby. Interpol has listed these stolen pieces, and over 100 investigators are still hunting for the rest. Officials called the theft a terrible failure in museum security. I guess one of the cameras was facing the wrong direction.
Oh.
It was just one of the many bungling things that had been done.
That's not good.
It was kind of interesting because they did ask George Clooney about it because, you know, he's got the whole Ocean's 11 franchise.
Was he there? He wasn't one of the heisters, was he?
Yeah, where were you, George, last weekend?
Produce an alibi.
I wonder if they're going to catch these guys. I mean, they seem to have done a pretty good job of getting away with it.
7 minutes.
You know? I watched the film of them coming down the...
And you said you should be in the bed. You should be in
in the bucket, yeah. It was cool, though. I mean, yeah, cool. I mean, it's terrible. But I mean, if you're a professional thief like I am, I was very proud of those guys.
Is it wild, though, to see, like, when the major news organizations report on like, it's just like Oceans.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty funny because it really was like in the middle of broad daylight. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's
like, oh, it's cool. I mean, no, it's not cool.
Yeah. Who would ever thought a guy that was dressed as a Nazi SS officer would be a complete a-hole? He was kicked out of a bar in Georgia after hitting a woman in the face with a beer glass.
Oh, Lord.
You need a timeout for about 20 years.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was
Lock him up.
seen arguing with a woman after a group of college students forced him out of the bar. The woman tried to pull a red armband that had a swastika on it, so he swung the beer glass at her face, breaking her nose.
Oh, my goodness.
He then tried to hit her after breaking her nose, but was pulled off by her friends. He ran from the area, was found a short time later by officers, and was arrested and has been charged with aggravated assault and simple battery. She had to get 4 stitches on her nose. She's expected to be fine, but my goodness, come on, man. It's just... Yeah, if I would see somebody dressed like that, I'm like, just keep your distance.
You can't let him do what he's trying to do, which is incite you to do something stupid.
Right.
As soon as you grab at a guy like that, oh, he's just waiting to hit somebody in the face with a beer glass.
You're not going to reason with that, dude.
You're not, and you're not going to change him either. And now you got a broken nose. I know what you were trying to do, but in the future, just keep it moving.
Have you ever been punched in the nose?
Yes.
It is quite, let's just say it wakes you up a bit.
It makes you dizzy and you can't see. And
I mean, if you really get clocked in the nose, it is something that it's a pain. It's very unique, I should say.
Yes.
So lesson 1 for Halloween, if someone's dressed as a Nazi, stay away from them.
Yeah, don't engage.
Lesson 2, make sure you're checking your kids' baggies because there might be cocaine in it.
Who are these people giving out product?
People are giving out cocaine for trick or treat. I mean, I thought candy was expensive.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, that's such an expensive treat to give out.
It was a parent that founded a bag of cocaine, small, knotted up in their kid's bag in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on Saturday night, and they tested it. It is cocaine.
That was not an accident. Somebody was doing that to make the news.
And they asked the parents, where's this cocaine at? They go, I lost it. I don't know what happened to it.
Another story that is making the news is happening in Mineola, Florida. There is a home's front yard that has been quite the stir. There is a pole with some skeletons dancing on it.
I love that. It looks like a strip club.
Yeah.
Some of the skeletons are the patrons with the money, and some of the skeletons are on the pole. I think it's funny.
You're all down with it.
I love it.
Yeah.
My HOA would hate it.
They're
good.
Because they're all stuck up, too.
We are against the HOA here on this program.
Very much.
What had happened was there are some neighbors who are like, that's suggestive. There shouldn't be anything sexually suggestive. I don't want my kids seeing anything like that. So some neighbors are upset about it. This neighbor, though, is kind of cool with it.
No problem. I can sit here. Let's have something fun. Woohoo! I have 2 kids and they like to see the skeleton. They are dancing. No problem for us. I'm afraid when they put a lot of some scare things with no head, something like that. But this is so fun. There's no problem here.
Okay. I gotta tell you, that house sounds like a lot of fun.
That's the house you want to go to for a trick or treat.
Yes.
They're going to be giving out alcohol to the grown-ups.
Oh, she's definitely giving out White Claws.
Well, Brandy Covington came a little unhinged. She was arrested after allegedly threatening to blow up Rockledge High School in Brevard County.
Yeah, you can't do that, lady.
Yeah. She was upset that her daughter's boyfriend had his school lunch account cleared out because of insufficient funds. So she called the cafeteria, and later the vice principal became irate and allegedly said that she would be over there to blow that effing school up.
Yeah, people don't like when you say those things.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have to say that to somebody, though. You can't threaten to blow up your kid's school. Like, duh.
She is now looking at up to 15 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
15 years, lady.
She was released on $75,000 bond.
She won't get 15.
No, she won't, but
She'll get a year and a half with time served and probation.
a year and a half is a long time.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think I could use a year and a half in the joint.
You could use about a week and a half.
Okay, you're right. How about a week?
A week and a half, it would kind of be like a spa retreat. But beyond that, I think you'd be miserable.
I would agree.
Well, Reba Wilson is kind of on the same level of unhinged. She is now facing multiple charges after allegedly firing at an HVAC technician, Nate Baird, when he requested a $70 diagnostic fee for her dryer repair. She's like, I'm not going to pay you. You're going to fix it, and you're going to do it, and you're going to like it. She pulled out the gun. She said, you're fixing my dryer. She said, I don't want to pay that. And he said, well, I don't work for free. So he pretended to do the work on the dryer, but then when she wasn't looking, he escaped through the back door, and she fired a shot at him and yelled, I'll pop a cap in your ass.
Oh, my. She's going through something.
They found a shell casing on the dryer and a gun under her couch.
But is it working?
Is the dryer still broken?
No, he did not go back to fix it.
Imagine he's still trying to do a great job, and then he had to dip out. It's like, I fixed your dryer, lady.
She's going to have trouble getting another repairman out there.
She was charged with criminal recklessness, intimidation, confinement, pointing a firearm, and being a serious violent felon in possession of a weapon. So it sounds like they've had her booked before.
She'll do 3 months probation.
She's squirrely.
3 months probation.
Wow, oh, wow. Well, this person in Bath, New York got arrested after he placed a lit cigar in the drive-through money tube at a bank.
Why the hell would you do that?
Not sure. I don't know if there's some kind of disagreement that happened, but this part of the story was odd, too. They say an employee needed medical attention after breathing the cigar smoke.
All right, drama queen. You're going to be fine.
Call 911.
He's not right for doing that, but she's a moron.
Look, we do have to, okay, I agree. Both people can be annoying in the equation. Cigar people, y'all got to keep it together a little bit.
You can't put your cigar in the bank tube. I don't care how stupid the teller is. She probably did something stupid, said something sideways, and messed up his money. And he was like, all right, that's it. I'm sending my cigar through the tube.
All I'm saying is this. I've known 7 cigar people. They all are the same. They are not nice.
That's not true.
That is true.
I know cigar people that are nice.
Well, I want
Jerry Soma.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, you better.
You're right, Jerry. I'm so sorry.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, I had a couple great meals over the weekend. Want to let you know about them. I've got videos on kvj.eats for my father-daughter lunch that happened at El Camino at City Place on Friday. My daughter was in here on the after the show, and it was great to get to talk to her. And when we went there, we just had an amazing time.
Nice. How were the margaritas weak?
No, margaritas were fantastic. In fact, I started with the Paloma, which I love a Paloma.
With the grapefruit.
Yeah, the grapefruit tequila drink. That was absolutely fantastic. Had another margarita after that. They even have a tequila coffee.
Ooh.
Which is fantastic. Remember when Lenore's came in here, they brought that? I'm like, that's a cool little concoction.
That is a thing, and I do like it.
It picks you up and cools you out at the same time.
There's a bunch of different kind of coffees that are coming out these days.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say it, but there is a mushroom coffee out there.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody had texted me about that, and I asked. I don't know that it gets you high.
From what I understand, the person that told me about it, they said they were so dialed in and focused on their job that they got the most work done they've gotten done in a year.
Mushroom focus?
They got everything. They go, I just was so dialed in.
And they weren't seeing like little goblins in the corner?
They were not. No, they said it wasn't like that. They just go, it put me in a very good mood. It made me want to do work, and I was productive on it.
Yeah, somebody was selling me on it. And they're like, yeah, no, it's not bad. I said, well, what about staying up? And they said, no. Like, I was able to drink it even not too far before bed and still got to bed. And I wasn't, out of my mind.
So we know somebody that recently just got into the mushroom world big time.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends who now goes by Mushroom Barbie on Instagram. She's all about that mushroom life.
How does Barbie feel about this? Because that's definitely a different version of Barbie that I ever heard.
I don't think she's been sued yet.
I heard about Malibu Barbie. I heard, but Mushroom Barbie?
She's calling herself Mushroom Barbie, so expect that cease and desist any day.
Oh, my God.
But until then, she's growing them. She's knowing them. She's learning. She's spreading knowledge.
Yeah, and I'm not over here promoting it. I'm saying,
not either. I've never done it.
Yeah, you bring up these kind of coffees, they're getting crazy to the point where now mushroom coffee exists.
Well,
yeah, Lucas said it's not to get high, it's to help with digestion and energy.
That's what I've never done. Yeah. Mushrooms that you just put like in a coffee and it like makes you feel good.
Right.
And it's like healthy for you, but it's not for tripping balls.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think you're going to be, well, man, let's go play some music.
Bongos.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Now, the mushroom tea might be different. That I don't know. That might be to get you high. But the person who was selling me on the mushroom coffee, it wasn't about any kind of getting high.
Interesting.
Yeah, mushroom tea is absolutely different than mushroom coffee.
Well, if you yearn to learn, my girlfriend would love to tell you everything you need to know.
Okay.
Well, sometimes the student becomes the teacher.
Yeah, so the coffee tequila was fantastic. The food was great. I forgot how great their salsas were. Their salsas are absolutely amazing. Got the carnitas tacos. It was great. Kristen is the one who waited on us. Her mom, Tammy, is a big KVJ Nationer.
Nice.
And Brian's the manager there, so if you go, say hello to all of them. And then got to go to Key Lime House yesterday with the fam after church. It was great.
Love that place.
Saw Kathy. She is the owner. Her husband bought it back in 1986, and they've been running it ever since. And
nice.
It's a great locals place, and you can't beat it. It's right on the water there in Lantana. The Key Lime is fantastic. The fish dip is amazing. They just have a great beer selection. And if you're a Florida Gator fan, it's a good place made for you. They do great. A lot of people there to watch football on Sundays, too. So it was a lot of fun. So
Love
those
it.
videos are posted. You can go and check them out on our Instagram page. kvj.eats is where it is. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I had to, we're doing a whole bathroom renovation because of the issues with the mold and all that. So I had to go buy a new toilet over the weekend. And I learned some new things that I did not even know.
Did you go bougie with it?
No, not toogey bougie, but I did kind of get one that had some features. So The downstairs bathroom where my mom goes to the bathroom when she visits had like a low toilet.
It does? You have a low toilet?
The old toilet is the original toilet from when the house was built in 1990. And so, yeah, my mom would struggle to get off the toilet. So I would have to physically go in there and help her off the toilet each time, which is awkward.
Yeah, but
because she didn't courtesy flush.
But that's nice to do as a daughter.
Of course. So when I was looking for a toilet, one of my main criteria was I got to get one with a height. They make them now taller so that if you have issues with standing up, it's going to be easier for you. So I got the tallest toilet we could get. But did you know that there's 2 different bowls?
Yeah. Kevin, they're just like the coffee, they're making mushroom toilets.
Yeah, okay.
There's a round bowl.
Yeah.
And then there's an elongated bowl.
Okay.
More oval, but definitely bigger.
Is it based on the size of your posterior?
That's what I thought. Or maybe like, based on the size of the dukes you take, bigger output needs a bigger bowl.
Look, that's just pure science, right?
I agree.
I think that'd be the size
And
of the...
so I brought that up to Panda. I was like, hey, is our elongated bowl, that's for big poopers, obviously. He's like, no. He's like, that's for your twig and berries so that they don't hit the round bowl. He said, with the round bowl, your junk, if you're a dude, will hit the porcelain, and you don't want that.
No, you
It's
never.
cold.
I believe Denny's calls it an angel kiss. What's that? What's that term, Denny's? When you
Is it an angel kiss?
hit your privates on the toilet bowl?
Just say it into your mic.
Oh, I can turn it on here.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Denny's will be here in an hour. Yes, Denny's got me to this term.
I always call it the devil's kiss.
Devil's kiss.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
When you sit down, I hate round bowls. I'm an elongated bowl person.
I had no idea that there was even 2 different kinds and shapes of bowls. One is for the twig and berries. So if you have a man in your life, you should get the elongated bowl. If you don't, it just means you don't love him.
I don't want to speak for Kevin or for Denny's, but I do want to say thank you for not only hearing us, but seeing us.
I've seen your sausage, and I'm sorry for not knowing.
My sausage?
I see your sausage. I see your meatballs.
All right.
I want to make sure you're happy.
Kevin, I want out.
All right, Bert, what you got on your mind today?
I watch a lot of body cam stuff, and there are certain body cams obviously better than others. And there was one I was watching where there was an active shooter in a house.
Oh my
and it was an automatic, just whatever gun that is. My 80s brain says it's an Uzi. I know it wasn't an Uzi, but it had that kind of a...
Like an assault rifle?
Yeah, you could get so many rounds out at such an alarming rate. And the person had the advantage because they had surveillance cameras and they could see the cops' every move. And there was a police officer that went in there to try to stop him and got shot. And the attacker took over his radio. So not only does he have surveillance, he's got the
fallen officer's radio?
Yes. So it's so much confusion is going on.
I'm confused right now.
What part?
So the guy was in with the machine gun, or the cop showed up with the machine gun?
There was a active shooter shooting people with an automatic gun, and the cop went in there to try to stop him.
And he killed the cop?
He got shot, and they were trying to figure out how they could get the cop out of there to save his life. But the shooter had such an advantage because they could see all of the police officers from their own surveillance.
Oh, he had his home rigged up.
Yes, and I guess it's more of a police question. When you are caught in a position like that, you've got your bulletproof vest. Is that not enough? Obviously, I mean,
obviously, if you get shot in the face, your bulletproof vest is not going to help you.
I guess my question is, do they even work? Or is a bulletproof vest just something that you have that maybe kind of helps out a little bit, and then
they do. It depends sometimes about what bullet they used. Sometimes the hollow points and whatnot are a little bit tougher to stop. But yeah, they've saved lives and they're relatively effective. The Kevlar.
So I think they stopped the bullet. They still hurt a lot though. It's still like getting shot. Yeah. It's just you will be taken down for sure, but you won't die from it. It won't penetrate.
Mm-hmm. And that's what was crazy was because they realized halfway through, they go, this guy's got cameras all over his property.
Why didn't they just shoot out the cameras?
Well, I don't know. Ask them.
They should.
I would just ping, 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 ping. If I was the cops, I would shoot out all the cameras.
So at first they were probably didn't even realize this was happening.
Yes, and I think they weren't able to get to a point where they could even get there because he was unloading so many rounds at an alarming pace, and he was going all over the house from different windows. So they had officers pinned back behind cars.
Wow.
It was crazy to watch, and I just was wondering, how great does a bulletproof vest really work, and what other measures do police officers take to try to protect themselves going into a situation like that?
I think you watch too many of these videos. This could be why you can't sleep at night.
No, it's my childhood.
Jbird, you're saying you got a lot of people in your personal life that think you need to get a gun yourself?
Yeah, it's because of the whole stalker situation.
You have a terrible grip, though.
Oh, I'm not getting a gun. I have nothing against. I'm not at all trying to be political. I personally don't want a gun because I think I would trip on it, slip on chocolate, and all of a sudden it shoots my toe. I don't die, but I bleed out very slowly.
Right.
No one comes to me.
Takes 3 days for you to die.
Yeah, exactly. And I can see a very cartoon thing happening to me, not about politics of any sort.
The cops show up, they see you dead, but they think it's Halloween decorations.
But there's people in my life that want me to get a gun because they are scared.
Interesting.
Right now.
Okay.
Only because I wrote a spite movie about my stalker.
That won't provoke him at all.
No, and people keep asking me, aren't you scared that you're trying to provoke dark energy? Nah, I'm trying to get a roach out in the light.
Yeah, I'm not scared. And now he knows I don't have a gun.
Well, everyone's looking for him. Everyone wants to know. And I got a lot of leads on that.
I love it.
Yep. And they're all being followed up on.
Is there anybody that you think that it might be? Do you know this person? Because I've said all along, I think that this is somebody we know.
When it comes to the situation that dark energy put me and my family and my girlfriend through, I am getting a lot of information. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I'm looking into it.
Are we following the leads?
Well, I will not rest until I find out who this is.
Wow.
Denny, since I got you here, you got the results of your allergy test back?
I did. So they test you for everything: trees, mold, pollen, flowers, grass. And it turns out I'm negative on all that stuff. The only thing that lit up was the entire animal category. I'm allergic to every animal.
And how many pets do you have in your house?
I got 2 cats and a dog.
Oh, wow.
It makes it a little rough.
I heard there might even be a rabbit coming soon.
Oh, no.
I know. Rabbit scored on my thing. Rabbits, weasels, I think all that stuff I'm allergic to.
But no one's planning to purchase a rabbit, right?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, and our
I
one
don't think your wife likes you.
But yeah, so after doing all the tests and stuff, they said that they don't necessarily think I'm suffering from allergies each day. They go, you do have allergies, and we have programs for you and stuff, but they're not even severe allergies. They go, you just have allergies. They think I have an infected sinus cavity.
Oh.
They think for like years.
Magnolia had that. And when she got her nose job, her rhinoplasty, the doctor said, he removed a bunch of stuff.
So that's what they want to do. They want to stick a tube in your nose, right? Okay. And then they put a balloon in there and it expands the cavity to your nasal. So I guess underneath your cheeks, you just have these pockets of air. And sometimes I'll sound stuffy, even though today I could breathe out of both nostrils.
Yeah.
And I always just thought maybe that was from having allergies. They know, no, your sinus cavity's clogged. They're like, it's stuffed up. So you're always going to sound stuffy, whether your nose is stuffy or not.
Can't they just suck it out without cutting you?
So that's what they do. They stick a thing with a little balloon tip in there and it expands that cavity. And then they just suck all that stuff out.
How about that?
They showed me on a scan how it's completely, they said it's at 98% capacity.
So they don't have to cut you at all.
No, but I guess they say it's such an uncomfortable experience and that it gives a lot of people anxiety. So I guess they have to anesthesize my ass for this.
Oh, you got to be under.
Yeah, which I'm kind of bummed out about.
I understand this.
But they go, they'll numb you up. They're going to Novocaine, or lidocaine or whatever, your nostril cavity and stuff. And they go, it gives a lot of people anxiety to see a tube and a balloon stuck in their nose. And so they knock you out and they say it's a pretty quick procedure.
Huh.
Okay.
But so I'm thinking about doing that. And I think they said that should clear up a lot of my, sinus issues day to day. And then they said moderate.
Do they keep what comes out of your nose so you can see it? Because I want to see it.
So not to get too graphic, but they say that a lot of the times, a lot of people have this and it just goes undiagnosed because you wouldn't even think of it. You just think it's something else. But they send it off to get observed because they say a lot of times mold will grow in there.
Oh,
and they'll say that you'll just have a pouch, a little like culture of mold just growing in this thing. So they send it off to labs to make sure nothing's jacked.
Dang.
I know. So I'm so
they have
bummed
to send
out.
it to pathology.
Yeah, but it turns out I'm not allergic to mold. So I guess if I have mold in there, which is really horrific to think about.
I really want to see before they send it off to pathology what it looks like. Please ask them to take a picture of it.
They say they do. They observe it for that reason.
Wow.
Would you mind if I practiced a healing technique I've been working on?
Yeah. I'm here for anything.
It involves butt work.
All right, well, I don't know which cavity's clogged or not.
Drain something else out, huh? All right.
Touch your toes.
So how did Virginia's 10-year-old son wind up in an inappropriate Halloween costume?
So we were at home and we got a phone call from Uncle Jerry, my son Rocco's godfather.
Okay.
His mother, who just turned 90, she's at her house and she's having trouble with her TV and her Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And so in our house, the Wi-Fi/TV expert is Rocco. And they were asking if Rocco could come over and take a look at it and see what the problem was. I was like, sure, no problem. I'm going out anyway. I'll bring him over there and drop him off. So I'm bringing him over there and he's going through the back of my car. Mm-hmm. And in the back of my car, I still have some costumes back there from the KVJ Live. And I've got that cheese balls costume.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that somebody gave me when I was up on stage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't read it. I just thought it was a costume of a cheese ball container.
It is, but it's what the brand is called of cheese balls that might make it problematic for a 10-year-old to be wearing.
Again, I didn't read it. Rocco's in the back seat. He's like, Mom, can I wear this cheese ball costume to go see Grandma Rose? And I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. So he jumps out of the car and he trots in to go see her and fix her TV in this cheese ball costume. I don't think anything of it. Right. I go do my stuff. I come back later. He's home and I see the costume. It's just sitting there by the front door where he's taking it off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't read it. It says something very inappropriate about balls on the front of it.
Yeah.
In big writing.
They could be shallow or they could be deep. They're not shallow.
There's also small type, small font with other inappropriate things that are written on it.
And this is what he wore to to Grandma Rose's?
He wore this costume to Grandma Rose's, and I just pray she didn't read it. Oh, my gosh. So inappropriate.
That's pretty amazing. That's great. God bless you.
I can't keep up.
There's just a lot to keep up on, Virginia.
I can't.
I don't blame you.
Extra reading. I don't have the bandwidth for it.
All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we got somebody that thinks they could beat the bird in a little casting call here today. I'm going to be reading off the biggest names from a movie cast, and we'll see if you can get the movies faster and better than Jbird can.
Don't sing it. Bring it.
That's right, baby. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Who wants to try to beat the bird in some casting call? We're going to play next right here on the KVJ Show.
Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. I miss your touch on nights when I'm hollow. I know you crossed the bridge that I can't follow. Since the love that you left is all that I thinks there's always tomorrow. I need more time, but time can't be borrowed. I'd leave it all behind if I could follow. Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know that if I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life, yeah. And if you can't be next to me, your memory's ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life. So if I can't get close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. And if you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life.
All right, Robert is on here from Fort Lauderdale. He wants a shot at the bird in a little casting call here today. Now, what I've got is I got the biggest names from a movie cast, and your job is to yell out the name of the movie when you think you know it. But here's part of the strategy. If you get it wrong, your opponent's going to get all the names to everybody in the movie. So it kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage.
Robert from Fort Lauderdale.
That's right.
I wish you well, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That went well.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, here we go. I will start naming off this big-time movie cast from 1972. Tell me when you think you know what the movie is. All right, first name, James Caan. Diane Keaton.
Bird.
Yes.
The Godfather.
Bird is going Godfather in first. That is correct. Yes, if you want to, give it a shot. I'll have you say your name, Robert, but Bird was still in a little bit ahead of you, okay?
Do I have to say my name?
You can say the movie, just kind of just jump in. Yeah, when you know. Bird was still a little bit ahead of you. I'll let you go on ahead. If you want to say the movie, you can do that.
I mean, I'll spot you a point.
Well, I think I said it first. Maybe it comes through later on the radio.
It does. Yeah, you're on a delay, unfortunately. So Bird does have the advantage, and that's kind of Riggy Ralston's way.
You're not going to get mad at me and put a horse in my bed, are you?
Horse head.
Horse head in my bed.
I know. I said it first, and then you said it after me.
Well, I called in Bird first to answer, and then you said Godfather. I don't want to fight about it.
We'll call that one a wash. All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We'll wipe
Maybe
that one
just
out.
yell the movie because we know who is who.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Second movie I've got for you here. All right. Who is in this one? Okay. We're talking about Ellie Kemper, Rose Byrne, Melissa McCarthy.
Bird.
Yes.
That would be Bridesmaids.
That is Bridesmaids from 2011. Very nice.
Wow.
Okay, Jbird gets the first point over Robert. Okay, next movie I've got for you here. It has got Michael Cera, Bill Hader, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Jonah Hill.
Bird.
Yes.
It is Super Bad.
From 2007, that is correct. Okay, Bird is on a run right now, up 2-0 on Robert. Okay, here we go. This could be it if Bird can get this one correct. All right, this movie from 2021 has Zendaya, Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin.
Bird.
Yes.
Aquaman.
Aquaman is incorrect. All right, Robert, you get the rest of the names. Rebecca Ferguson, Timothy Chalamet. From 2021. That movie is...
I don't know.
Does not know. That would be Dune.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
It's a remake, I believe, too, from the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this movie from 1996? It has in it Judd Hirsch, Jeff Goldblum.
The Fly.
What are you saying? The Fly is Robert's answer. That is incorrect. Bird for the win. Can you finish it up? Bill Pullman and Will Smith.
Bird.
Yep.
Independence Day.
That'd be correct. 1996 for the dub. Another win. Well, there is going to be some interesting possible advancements when it comes to UFOs here in America, and at least how they're coming out. I saw there was a congresswoman that was doing a podcast, and she was trying to be very careful, saying, I've seen things in what they call a skiff. That's where, some members of Congress, they can go into a room and get classified information, but they're not allowed to take anything out of the skiff, and they're not allowed to say anything that they've witnessed in the skiff. It is like a felony. They'll go to prison, all that kind of stuff.
And so she's doing a podcast talking about what she saw in a skiff?
She's not saying what she said in the skiff, but she just left it. It said, we're not alone.
Wow.
Yes. So she said there was some stuff out there. Now the big question is, will we start getting some more revelations about what actually has been going on with some of these things? There is a special that to me looks rather interesting. It is called The Age of Disclosure, and it's going to be claiming that there's been an 80-year global cover-up of non-human intelligent life. UFOs, crash retrievals, and technology reverse engineering is going to be part of it. And it's going to feature 34 senior U.S. government, military, and intelligence officials, including ex-Department of Defense and intelligence leaders who say these phenomena have been tracked secretly in America since the 1940s.
Yeah, and that's where you see a UFO boom is in the 40s.
Wow.
You really do. I mean, they can track it to where it was just becoming very prevalent. And people of high intelligence, I'm talking about military, they would come back and they go, all right, you're not speaking of that ever again.
Because I think the aliens know we're about to blow ourselves up and they're trying to intervene.
Who knows? There's a lot of interesting theories on exactly what that could be. Are they aliens? Are they not even aliens? Maybe they're us from the future.
That's the newer theory that I've been hearing.
Future us?
There are people that are coming back from the future, Marty.
And when you see the grays with the big old eyes and all that stuff, that is actually how we've evolved through time.
They do. And
I would like bigger eyes, but I don't think it's a great look.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But
we're not as hot.
That's because you're not used to that. But then all of a sudden, trust me, E.T. gonna be looking real nice like.
No, no.
The show is going to be debuting on Prime Video on November 21st. So it'll be out next month. So it'll be an interesting thing to see. Does it really blow open more discussions? Will there be some big revelations? Or is it kind of more of the same where we haven't been able to find out for sure what's going on? Now, it seems like more and more Americans are believing in UFOs. According to an Ipsos poll just a couple years ago, they found that 10% of U.S. adults report having seen a UFO, something above and beyond the usual, and hopefully it's not one of Elon Musk's rockets that they saw. But
how do you know it's not a drone show?
I'm telling you right now, and I've brought it up, me and Twigs saw something that was so unexplainable, and it did not feel like it was earthly.
If only you were sober, we could take you seriously.
And that's the funny thing was we were laughing because it was a night where we were extraordinarily sober. We were laughing going, oh my gosh, everyone's going to say that we were whatever. And we both visibly jumped back from my yard when this thing, I couldn't believe it. It was massive. It was metallic. It was so fast to a point where it was just awe-inspiring. It keeps me up at night.
There's no way it was a drone?
There's no, this was not. This was so far from what a drone would be.
Now, one thing that sometimes happens, at least with our government, and if somebody has a credible sighting.
What are you saying about him and Twigs?
Whatever. I don't care.
I'm not saying about their sighting.
I don't care if people believe me. I know what I saw.
What seems to follow with a lot of the credible sightings is the actual Men in Black. Just like the movies, mysterious people from the government in black trench coats show up and basically let you know that, hey, you're not to report anything, you're not to say anything, and weird things happen to some people that have.
I get a lot of people who have said this has happened to them with the Weird and Whatever podcast, because we talk about all of the paranormal stuff that we do. It's the podcast I do at my house that's coming back. There are people that they swear to me going, Bird, I had the Men in Black absolutely visit me.
Wow.
And I mean, they could be pulling my leg, but they seem very sincere.
Well, with your bum hip, they shouldn't pull your leg.
No, that would not go well.
I get it. And don't take it seriously because it frightens you. You can't deal with it.
We got more KBJ going to be coming your way. Going to be live on our YouTube. That is up and cranking. You can also check us out where you get your podcasts like Spotify. Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
The universe is too vast for loneliness. Even if we have not met our cosmic neighbors yet, their silence may just mean they are listening